Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm a guy called Joe, and this is Bootstrapping Tools Let's Build, where we help scrappy bootstrappers just like yourself figure out how to optimize their workflows and operations without having to scale headcount. Now, before we dive into today's topic, make sure to check out our YouTube channel. We got lots of videos up there that go through all sorts of low code and no code solutions out there, including Retool, Airtable, Google Apps Scripts, Sheets, Data Studio, as well as many others. Now, if you don't see what you're looking for, feel free to shoot an email over to feedback@bootstrapping.tools. We'll be happy to take a look at that application, possibly make a video just for you. Now, in today's topic, we're going to be covering how you can bulk insert columns into multiple sheets. So this is especially helpful if you have a really large spreadsheet with multiple tabs or sheets within it, and you need to update all of them because they use a very similar format, let's say for like entry or something like that, and you're combining it into one sheet in order to report off of, but you want to update all those sheets at once so that you have the same format, the same columns, and anyone who's entering data, whether it's you or someone else, someone on your team, will have the same format across all the different tabs. But there's a bunch to go over, so let's go ahead and just dive right into it. So up on the screen over here, we have the sample data set that we've been using for our bulk edits across multiple tabs. So we actually been using a script in order to grab all the different tabs that we have on the bottom over here. I think we have about 10, and combine it into this formula that uses the query formula as well as these curly brackets to combine all of these different tabs together into a data array, which then we query using the query formula and a select statement in order to populate it all into one place that displays all the data across all those tabs in one sheet that we can use with a business intelligence tool, a BI tool, such as Data Studio. Now, what we're going to be showing you today is how you can add in a column here without breaking anything. So let's go, for instance, in January 2021, we say, oh, we forgot to include something within the data set, and then we just insert the column here. If we go back over to our combined formula, we're going to see that it errors out because it's not the same. You can see here that January A to L is all messed up because it doesn't fit the same range as all the other data sets, the data arrays that we're trying to combine into one. So when you do that, it's going to break. Of course, you can just tell people that it's going to be broken for a while and just go through all of it. But if you have more than 10, if you have, say, 20 or 50 different tabs within Google Sheets, it's going to take a long time, and you probably don't want your reporting to be down for that long. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our script editor, and just a reminder for anybody who doesn't remember how to do that, just click on tools in the upper menu bar and then click on the script editor option. That's going to open up your script editor. Here we have ours already laid out, and this is our merge sheets function. I'm going to go ahead and collapse that. We're going to write up a new function. So we're going to call this function add new columns. And then within here, it's going to be something really similar. We're just going to open up our spreadsheet app. So it's going to be var ss, short for spreadsheet, and then spreadsheet app, which is a library that Google provides to us for using Google Apps Scripts, and lets us manipulate the spreadsheet using this library. So we're going to set the active spreadsheet just like we did in the merge sheets function, and then we're going to get all the sheets from there. So we're going to say var sheets, we're going to declare that, and we're going to set this equal to ss.getSheets. So now what this is going to do is it's going to give us all the different sheets that we have within there, and we're just going to iterate through our sheets in order to insert the columns that we want. So we're going to do a for loop here, and we're going to start the for loop from 1, and that's because we want to omit the combined tab over here because we only want to manipulate everything after the combined. So we're just going to go ahead and start it from 1 as opposed to starting it from 0. So we're going to do I equals 1, and then I is less than sheets.length, I plus plus to iterate through it for each iteration through this loop. And what we're essentially going to do is we're going to say sheets I dot insert columns after, and we just have to dictate which position it's going to be. So what we'll do is let's think about where we want to put the data. So we look at our data set. Let's say, for instance, we're going to add a Radford level, for instance. So let's go over here next to title. We're going to insert a new column here, and then we'll just call that like level. So let's go ahead and count this. It's going to start from A. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. And then 8 is department. So G is 7. We're going to go ahead and say insert column after 7. And now before we finish off here, we also need to add in the header column. So we're going to say sheets I dot get range, and that's going to be in the first row. So that's the header row. In the eighth position, because now it's going to be next to our 7th position. I'm going to say 1, 1, so the first row and 1 column. I'm going to say set value is equal to level. And that way, what this is going to do now is it's going to grab all the sheets that we have. We're going to start from the second sheet, or position 1 in the get sheets. And we're going to insert a column after column 7, which is G. And then we're going to get the range, or we're going to use the range right after G. So column H, whatever that new inserted column H is. And we're going to set the header of that to level. So when we run this, we should expect to see all the different tabs that we have in here get a new column between title and department that says level. So let's go ahead and run this. I actually have to pick the right formula up here. So add new columns and say run. Going to execute. It's going to take a little bit of time because it's got to go through all of it. And now this complete only took about 3 seconds. You can go back in here. You can see now that title has level and then department. So we have a brand new column within every single one of our tabs. Initially see title, level. And if we scroll down a little bit to August, you can see the same thing. Column H is now level. And then September, same thing. We have column H is now set to level. Now if we go into our combined tab, you can see that nothing is broken because when we inserted the columns, Google Sheets was smart enough to update our formulas instead of saying A through K to A through L. And we now have a column H that just says level, and we just have to have our team just enter in the information we want for it. And perhaps we're not going to backfill. So for every single new person, you'll just be able to add in the information for them as you add it in here. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, especially if you have lots of tabs or sheets within your spreadsheet that you need to update using a similar format. You just need to insert a column. This is a really quick way for you to do it. The script ran in just about 3 seconds for 10 tabs. So if you have 50 tabs, it's not going to take that long to run. And also wasn't that long for us to actually write the code. It was only a few lines. But if you did run into any issues, feel free to drop a comment in the section below. We're always happy to help, so don't be shy. I'm sure that if you had a question, other bootstrappers out there also have that same question. If you did like the video, make sure to hit that like button. It's the best way to support this channel and help us continue to make content for you and all the other scrappy bootstrappers out there who are looking to optimize their workflows or just supercharge their operations. We got lots of videos coming up as well, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and also the bell so that you get notified when we release the next video. But I'm a guy called Joe. This is Bootstrapping Tools. Let's build. It's been a pleasure, and we're out.